What's up, everybody? My name is Rocky Harris, and welcome to Live with Rocky Harris. This is an extension of Friday Nights Live with Rocky Harris, which is on Fridays. Again, that is not every single Friday, but I will always let you guys know a week in advance when I am going to be having an interview. Today is a very special interview and really quick surprise, but I'm really excited to be talking to her, and everyone in Kansas City needs to know who she is. And before we begin, I just want you guys to be having a happy Tuesday. It's a lot going on in the world, but we're going to be doing this all together. But again, everyone in Kansas City needs to know who this woman is. She's a community advocate, an educator, a change agent for equity, human rights, and progressive neighborhoods. She's also running for Missouri's District 26 state representative. Everyone, please welcome Jamie Braden. And I'm going to be giving her a request, so bear with us. While we are still here, you guys can follow her on all social media at Friends of Jamie B. There we go. How are you?
Okay. I'm holding on. I'm holding on. This is new. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm super hot right now in LA, so I'm hoping for a little bit of some cooler air. But I'm super excited to be talking to you. Congratulations! This is an amazing thing that you're doing.
Well, yes. It's going in and out, but it's
Right.
I'm trying.
But you're in it. You are in that is natural beauty of your nation that you are fighting for.
Yes, you are correct. You are correct.
Absolutely. So we just want to go ahead and jump right into it. First question: what inspired you to run the 26th state representative of Kansas City, Missouri?
Um, in between just watching things, the community has changed. Um, when a person, and I do mean young,
Mm-hmm.
you could walk anywhere. And even when we moved to this area, when I was going to high school, it still was just that fun activity, and you could see people, and you didn't know them, but everybody just said hello, how are you doing? And somehow or another, between the time I went and became a teacher and taught for 30 plus years, and now becoming, something changed. We lost community. We didn't know how to be with each other. It was like everybody just kind of stayed to themselves. So I just said, yep, let me go. I talked to some friends. I talked with elders in the community, and they said, you've done everything else. You might as well to try to do one more thing. So I'm going for it.
Absolutely. And what does it mean for you? I mean, you're from, like you said, you've been living in that neighborhood for over a decade. What is it like for you to feel and see the changes around you? Like you said, a young girl to now a grown woman.
I think the thing that hurts the most is that there are some blocks, there are no children. And then there are some blocks, there are a lot of children. But then, too, there are some blocks, there are people who are beginning families, middle, very few elders are sitting out on the porches. Um, and I just feel like we've just lost ourselves. There's nothing here. It's like everybody wants to move. And my thing was, no, I moved right on back here, so you
Right.
go around in circles, but you come back to where you feel the most comfortable at. And I just feel this is a really great neighborhood family community.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those who may not be from Kansas City or people who do live outside of District 26, can you describe the community and also just the surrounding areas, just to put it into perspective?
The 26th district starts at 47th and Oak, and going west, sorry, not west, going east, it'll go to like 47th and Swope Parkway,
Mm-hmm.
goes down, goes to Jackson, goes up. It goes all the way to like 59th and Jackson, and then comes back out to Swope Parkway to 63rd. Now, when you get to 63rd Street, you'll go straight west on 63rd, and then you go all the way over, kind of, sort of, to Holmes, and then go down Holmes or Rock Hill Road, and then Rock Hill turns into Holmes. and then you go straight out home south. But it does pick up the Prospect area. So I get part of Prospect, I get part of home, I get most of Homes, and then I get all of the streets in between. And the last South Street is 99th. And so 99th is the south, and on the west side, we get a part of Oak, and then it comes over to Home. So it's a strange, but it's still very family oriented.
Hmm.
If I had to look at the high schools, this would be a good way. You would start at Paseo High School, you go to Southeast High School, and you could see in the background, you would see the remnants of Southwest.
Absolutely.
So so there were three high schools in that area.
Okay. And so, like I said earlier, when I was introing Jamie, for the people who are watching who live in those areas, this is the woman that is fighting to have that community and that neighborhood. So be on the lookout.
How far away he is from public health officials, but increasingly from other
I'm
Republicans. Well, Donald Trump does not have the confidence.
I'm sorry, I lost you. There you are. There you are.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no. So what are some of the things that you want to implement in 26? Some of the efforts know that you
I,
love communities have been.
I think I think my biggest action I would like to see is to once and for all try to figure out businesses that can survive in the 26. There was a time you could have two, three different restaurants within the 26, maybe even more. Um, there was a time when you had different pharmaceutical, small drugstores, and people who are doctors' offices that were in there. So those businesses aren't here. Um, and barber and beauticians, they're here. There's some nail shops, but there are no boutiques. There's no stores. So I think there's a lot of new things that we could do that could make a difference for this community, but it would also give that feeling of offering jobs and opportunities for people to learn. I'm still an advocate for education, so I do believe that the educational standards we set, they have to be the one where everybody is concerned, not just parents. The community has to be concerned, the businesses, because we can own, as educators, we will teach, want us to teach as a state. But if the community has specific things they're looking for, then we need to be able to address those as we, you know, send children out. And children need to be able to feel that they can try something new all the time.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I know voter registration is something that's very important to you. How do you
Yeah.
intend to make people more aware and to the polls?
First of all, I think the best thing I did was when I got my own 18-year-old cousin. She just graduated. And I said, hey, are you a registered voter? And she said, cuz they were supposed to come to the school, but then we had COVID. And I said, okay, here's the form, fill this out,
Hmm.
sign off on it. And in about 10 to 12 days later, you will get your card from the election board. And so to me, I have to start with my own. I have to start with the kids that I know. Um, Voting is something that, as my grandfather used to say, I don't care if you have to vote for the dog catcher. You go and vote for it because his parents, my great grandparents, didn't get to vote.
Hmm.
So to me, my responsibility is to honor them, to honor the fact that they would want me to vote for whatever, as long as I know it's for the betterment of the community. So that's my point right now, is getting young people and some people to make sure they're at the right spot. They're not in the right area. Hey, you can go to the libraries, make an appointment at your library. They'll let you come in and they'll sign you up. If not,
Yeah.
Kansas City Election Board is at the old Union Station. Call them, hit it up, or those of you who are real tech savvy, You can go online and register. Registration ends tomorrow for the election on the 4th of August. But you keep registering as long as you know you are ready to vote in November. That is the biggest thing we need to do.
Absolutely. These smaller elections, I do want to highlight always and forever that your right to vote that our people fought for. And like
Yes.
exactly. Black and brown communities suffer tremendously in a variety of different areas. COVID-19 is impacting us disproportionately as things do. How do you think that you will intend on continuing to push the importance of getting tested and just knowing your status? What are you doing for Black and brown communities so that they are more aware of COVID-19?
Well, luckily, when you are a person who you don't mind working in the community for anybody, we happen to have two different women who are city council people. And so they very nicely will send me a note that says, hey, we're doing the COVID testing here, or we're doing COVID testing here. Can you come and help us? Just pass out. And the thing is, they were passing out masks and hand sanitizers in little envelope, in little bags with cards that told what COVID meant. I did that.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things I had to do is I couldn't keep asking people to do it if I didn't try it. So one day I did. I went on, I got tested. I was worried. And when the phone call came and said, your test came back negative, it was like, hallelujah. And the reason it was hallelujah is because my baby, my firstborn granddaughter, she graduated from high school. And I wanted to be there for her for that special day.
Yeah.
Um, my mom didn't get to see my oldest daughter graduate. And so
Mm,
I needed to make sure my daughter's daughter's grandmother was there for her. So um, COVID testing, yeah, it can be tricky. It might
mm,
hurt some people, but we've got to do it. We need to do it regardless.
yeah,
And, just watch your signs as it is. They may have to call.
absolutely.
But
No,
that's it.
absolutely. Social distancing. I know things have lightened up a little bit in Missouri, but it's still important for you to go get tested. Right. As you can see, numbers are growing everywhere, and we don't want Missouri to be one of those places. So,
Sure don't. I know. I know.
and then last question. Obviously, we know you have all the criteria to run. Why, in your opinion, are you for district state representative for Missouri?
Sometimes your life experiences give you the insight to what's going on where you live. Sometimes your opportunities that come to you, you just don't expect them to bring you even bigger people. But I think the biggest thing that I remember was in 1973 when I graduated. Uh, there was a new pastor in town.
Mm-hmm.
He was the bomb as far as we were concerned back then. He was truthful. He told us about things that he did when he went to college and how, he was always an activist. And his statement to us was, I know some of you will go away and not come back. He said, but I need some of you to come back and reach behind you and pull other people forward. I kept that in my head. I kept thinking about it. And of course, I went away to college, got married away at college, ended up coming back home. And in the long let that help to canvass and campaign for that man to become the U.S. Congressman from the 5th District here in Missouri, Emmanuel Cleaver. But to us, he'll always be Rev. So Reverend Cleaver was my baccalaureate speaker in 73. And every day that I think of helping to move him to the next level and watching him, I realize community is what I have to do. And so, I think the weakest thing about me is I'm nice. I have a hard time saying no. God always gives you the advantage, and he'll guide me to do that. Raquel, I just wanted to show you something. You see this little funny little section right here
Uh-huh.
with our, yeah, I highlighted, that's us. That's the 26. But the whole map is all the districts within the state of Missouri, 26th district.
Awesome.
So
For
that way,
watching.
when I have to look for something, I don't have to be searching. I can go and find it real quick.
Absolutely. So at the home, she's still thinking about you, District 26. You guys gotta keep that in your mind. But again, I think it's an amazing thing when we have people in our community that are fighting for us that are actually homegrown from the places that we are from. So again, congratulations. I'm already telling you this in the future, into fruition, into manifestation, that you already have it. And anytime that you want to come back and chat with us and let us know all the other things that you're doing, please let us know. Don't want to keep you much longer, but again, congratulations. And for all the people, because I see some people who are saying hey to Jamie, people know you in the community. That's something that is important for us to know, the people who are in office who are choosing us first. So again,
Raquel,
congratulations.
thank you. From a little person to this person who's doing this, I'm proud of you. Part of your community.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever happens, I still got you, girl. I
Absolutely.
got you.
And same to you. And same to you.
Okay.
But
All
again,
right.
already got it. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you, baby. You have a great day.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Bye-bye.